Academy pregame show. I'm alongside Zachary Wilson, Jonathan May, and Isaac Wolitz. I am Will Nichols. Today we are talking about all things St. James Academy athletics. First of all, state soccer took third last week. A great effort by the boys and one of the most impressive seasons we've seen at St. James. Last week, football team, they're the last team still playing in state, by the way, on the fall side before we transition into winter sports. Football team got a big 37-19 victory against the Basel Linwood Bobcats. Jonathan, tell us what you saw in that game from St. James.
I saw a lot of mistakes. Obviously, I think 37-19 really isn't a very accurate score for how the game felt, at least in that first half. I know we were up, I believe it was 18-17, maybe 19-17 at halftime, 17-16, excuse me. And it felt like we had no business being up in that game with the turnovers and the sloppiness that we played with in the first half. But I did like to see a bounce back in the second half. The offense looked like they were in a little bit more of a rhythm. The defense stepped up. There were some big plays on the defensive end. So I think it was, talking to Tyson after the game, it was definitely a wake-up call for the Thunder. And it's not, hey, you can't just come out here and fool around with these teams just because they're not in the EKL. You've got to attack every game hard and pretend like this really is going to be your last game.
Yeah, as Johnny said, I think the team kind of overlooked it, right? They started off really bad. Block punt, interception early, not a very good executed fake punt. Played down to Baser's level and went down 7 points, but yeah, they really locked in the second half.
And Zach, obviously, like Jonathan and Isaac were just mentioning, a tough game for St. James, but what do you think really is the team's takeaway heading into the next week?
Well, as much as they struggled, it was great to see some resilience there. In the playoffs, when you're facing elimination, it's really hard to not kind of get in your, your feels a little bit and just worry that this could potentially be the end and let things spiral out of control. So it was great to see some resilience. They're definitely going to need that going down the line here.
Absolutely. And Jonathan, I want to ask you mentioned the resiliency there. This obviously is a very senior-heavy team, senior quarterback coming back, Tyson Beshore. How much do you think having guys that are so experienced helps with that resiliency that Zach was mentioning?
I think it means a lot. You might not be able to really notice it out there, but I think you'd notice it if it was not there, if you understand what I'm saying. Everyone just seems a little bit more relaxed maybe than if there were a bunch of juniors, maybe some sophomores on the team. They carry themselves with a little bit more confidence and seem like they're more ready for the moment, and they want to live up to the moment. They're not shrinking from it.
Absolutely. And Isaac, I want to ask you, obviously, a difficult game for St. James. You got the win, but what do you think were the really big mistakes, and what are the things that kind of scare you heading into the game against Blue Valley North this week for St. James?
The punt. There's been multiple block punts. They do the rollout rugby-style punt. That's been an issue kind of all year, and snaps on it. So, yeah, we need to lock in on special teams. Had some bad holds throughout the year. We need to lock in on special teams big time if we want to keep going in the playoffs.
For sure, and I know that's something Will and I have talked a lot about in the booth. Is it seems like every game there's a knock on the Thunder on the special teams kind of side of the field. So whether it be, like you said, blocked punt, snap over the punter's head, a bad snap on a PAT, or just a missed PAT, it's the little things that haven't come back to bite them yet, but have scared them and can come back to bite them if they don't clean it up.
Absolutely. And Zach, I want to ask you, how do you think, practice this week and even practice last week, how do you think the team is trying to address some of the special teams issues right now internally?
Well, of course, they're really working on it a lot during practice. We keep going back to punt often. We run punt 20 minutes each day, and so it's really important that we get that under control and not lose any games like we did against Blue Valley early in the year because of it. But I think they really just are coming together on special teams, and hopefully we can see some great things.
Absolutely. And this week, fellas, we got a big test. Blue Valley North Mustangs. Now, this is the St. James team. They beat Blue Valley North 28-0 last time. It was a dominant performance, but this is a very different Blue Valley North team than the last time St. James faced them just over a month ago. Jonathan, what do you think, Blue Valley North is going to look like coming into this game against St. James, and what does St. James need to do well to succeed in this game?
I think they're definitely going to look better than they did week 4 or 5, I believe it was. I think maybe one of the things we talked about, especially with Miege, is kind of some of these young teams, maybe teams that aren't expected to do great, they kind of can come on as the season ends, and they can kind of start to gel as a team. And so I think they're going to look better than they did when we played them the first time. And St. James, again, they can't overlook their opponent. Sometimes it's tough when you're playing a team you already beat, especially by a 28-0 margin, to be like, oh, we got this. Mm-hmm. Blue Valley North is going to come out swinging. They don't want that embarrassment of being shut out again. So the defense is going to have to really be locked in. The offense is going to have to be playing their best football in order for us to have a win. And not just a win, but I think against this Blue Valley North team, the St. James needs a convincing win. moving into a potential game next week against a powerhouse.
Yeah, of course. Blue Valley North coming in with a major chip on their shoulder, right? They have absolutely nothing to lose in this game. They're 3-7. They're like very lucky, or not lucky, but like they've earned to be in this position, but not a lot of people thought they'd be here. So they have nothing to lose. So they're a dangerous team to look at, but
Absolutely. And can you speak to that a little bit, Isaac? This Blue Valley North team coming in 1-7 in the regular season, now winning 2 straight in the playoffs after seemingly everybody had written them off.
Yeah, they're going to be walking into this game with lots of confidence. They just scored 34 points on the 2 seed, then 41 points on Leavenworth. So they have some offensive performance the last couple of games. And senior running back Frankie Tryman, he's averaging 6 yards per carry on the year. That's a stud right there. Definitely one of the top backs the Thunder have faced all year. So they will definitely have to stop him in that run game. I don't think the Thunder will be able to hold another shutout like last time, but it's up 10 points for sure. And
again, like that kind of speaks to coming on late in the season. When you have your 2 best offensive games in the playoffs, even though they're maybe against subpar competition, you know, that's when the offense starts to get hot. They start to get more comfortable. Maybe the playbook opens up. They try to get a little more fancy with some of their stuff because they feel confident. And so that's something that the St. James defense is going to have to be ready for, and they're going to have to try and, you know, impose their will early and make sure that Blue Valley North realizes, hey, you're back against an EKL team. We are more dominant than you, and we're going to take it to you.
Absolutely, and this is St. James defense. You know, it's been a real strong point for St. James this year, but they have given up 22 and 19 in the playoffs. Now, those aren't super high numbers, but considering how both those games went, you know, you probably should have been able to hold your opponent to less. Blue Valley, you were up big and really gave up a lot of those points in the fourth quarter, whereas Baser, kind of the flip opposite. Baser scored a lot in the first half, not much later on. If St. James can't put together a full game on the defense end, that has to be really concerning for a Thunder, I think.
Yeah, well, I think some of that Blue Valley points, you know, the JV went in the fourth quarter, so the defense still did absolutely great in that game. Yeah, as you said, they looked pretty bad in the first half against Baser.
Yeah, I think the defense is going to be key here. To just be able to, of course, as Jonathan said, impose their will early and tell Blue Valley North, like, no, this is not happening. We're going to beat you just like last time. Nothing is different, you know. We don't care. You won 2 straight games. So that's really important that they come out early and strong, because if, like, Blue Valley North gets a little momentum, that's when they can get dangerous.
And a strong defense can also help the offense because they don't really have the pressure of thinking, hey, we need to go down and score a touchdown every single time or else our team's not going to be in it. When you know that your defense is going to come away with stops, maybe come away with a turnover or 2 and give you good field position, that takes a lot of pressure off you as an offense and as an offensive coordinator, if you're Matt Joshi, to know, hey, let's just call our plays. We don't really have to worry about the defense giving up too much. We can, you know, take our time on offense and do what we want to do.
Absolutely, and this is a unique game with, you know, Tyson Beshore has not played against Blue Valley North this season. He was injured that game. Francis McGinney stepped in at quarterback for the Thunder and played a very good game outside of a couple fumbles in the first quarter. But, you know, the rest of this team has seen Blue Valley North. Tyson is not. So what sort of impact do you think that might make for St. James on the offensive end of this game?
Of course, it's going to make the offense a lot more dangerous and dynamic. Joshi was probably trying to play it maybe a bit more safe with Frankie at QB, maybe call a lot more like runs and no deep balls, but this week they can really unleash the whole offense, and like all the weapons we have we can utilize and really take it to North.
Yeah, I like what he said. There's going to be definitely less quarterback runs with Tyson out there. So yeah, in Blue Valley North, you know, they can watch film on Tyson, but they might not know what's coming at them. A lot better pass game, deep balls over the top. Everything's going to be coming at them this week.
Agreed. And, you know, even with those QB runs when Frankie was the quarterback, he still threw for almost 200 yards, threw for 187 yards, was 15 for 19 through the air. And he's not really known in this offense as a passer. And Parker Chase and Sam Neeson both had at least 75 yards. So the Blue Valley North secondary definitely has holes in it. And I think with Tyson back, as you said, Zach, they're going to look to exploit it.
Absolutely. This is a super exciting game coming up for St. James against Blue Valley North. We will have it for you on the Thunder Broadcasting Network in just a moment. Next up on the Thunder Broadcasting Network, we have St. James Academy versus Blue Valley North for Zach Wilson, Jonathan May, Isaac Willits. I'm Will Nichols. Now let's send it up to the booth. Next, it's St. James Academy Thunder versus the Blue Valley North Mustangs.
Good evening, Thunder fans. Welcome to this week's broadcast of playoff coverage brought to you by the Thunder Broadcasting Network. We'd like to welcome you into the booth where you can really feel the playoff atmosphere beginning to materialize. We are currently just 4 miles away from St. James Academy at the College Boulevard Athletics Complex, also known as the CBAC. Now, will the Thunder go back to the state semifinals? Only time will tell. The Blue Valley North Mustangs seem to be the only obstacle in their path. My name is Graham Werner. Alongside Sal Valera, we will be bringing to you play-by-play live coverage so you can stay ahead of the game. Sal, thank you for being here, man. I'm truly pumped about this game and this matchup. What do you think the Thunder have to do to come away with a victory tonight?
Yeah, thank you, Graham. This is it. This is the playoffs. And I mean, personally, I think we're going to need to hold on to this ball today, and just get that down the field. Whether it's a pass, whether it's a run, whether we play option. We just need to get that ball downfield and make sure every possession we take ends in points. But yeah, I mean, if we do this all right tonight, I think we have a great shot at making it back.
Absolutely, Sal. I agree with you there. Turnovers have plagued the St. James Thunder offense so far this season. But as of late, the defense has really made up and picked those guys up, just making games good lately. And we've been winning, as you can see here.
Yeah, and we've said it all the time. Defense wins championships.
As we get ready for kickoff here, it will be Jack Bevitt. The Mustangs will receive the first half kickoff. That is probably the better result here for St. James to defer.
Definitely.
And the kick is away. Here we go. Short kick, lands about the 10-yard line, will bounce. Mustangs will take it out. That is number 19, Frankie Triban.
And
Big
takes
hit.
What a hit there. And that is how you get your team ready for this playoff game. Leveled him.
Looked like that was Sam Charlton with the hit there. It's a good way to start this game, get these boys fired up as the St. James defense will come out onto the field. And it looks like Mr. Lark Anderson will be starting at the quarterback position for the Mustangs. He'll be lining up in the shotgun, takes the snap. Hands off to Triban, who gets just 1 yard stopped.
And he is absolutely stuffed there. The D-line absolutely blitzing that Mustangs team.
Absolutely, with a gain of 2 on the play there. Very, very solid defense to begin this one for the Thunder.
I mean, it's the same defense we have seen this playoff team that has absolutely stepped up.
I agree there, Sal, as the Mustangs will line up for a 2nd down and 8. Takes the snap, tosses over to Triban. Looks like he'll run again.
And
big
stops
tackle
him.
by Jordan Boone, getting in the backfield and taking Triban down with ease.
This defense absolutely shutting this running game down, sending him backwards. What a play by Jordan Boone.
And although it is early, we love to see that up here in the booth, seeing this defense get fired up so early in this game.
The Mustangs just getting absolutely stopped here. This running game is not working. They're going to need to try something to get past this St. James team.
Marked as a loss of 5. Here's 3rd and 13. Anderson takes the snap. He will throw.
And it
almost picked by Boone, off the hands of Boone, and incomplete. Almost got him. We saw that last week. Boone just dropped an interception, but still a positive result on the play, and they'll bring up 4th down and 13.
A great. That's 3 and out. That is what this defense needs to do. And you can tell just these heavy hits. Great defense here. That's got this crowd riled up.
Absolutely. Looks like we have Gavin Diley here in the punt unit coming out. And he'll send the kick away. Noah Hornback with the reception, takes it about the 45, across midfield to the 50, 45, and tackled out of bounds right about the 40. We have a flag on the play. We'll see how this goes. We might add another 15 to the end of that return.
Great return there from Noah Hornback.
Personal foul on the kicking team. That will add just a few more yards to this one. St. James Academy will be starting their drive at about the 30-yard line.
Already in scoring position, just like we've said. They need to get points here.
Well, looks like we'll have 1st and 10 from the 25 here. Be ashore with 2 Jack behind him. Chase, the lone receiver on the left, in the shotgun. Trips right, takes the snap. Beshore looks up the middle. Bad throw, almost picked off there, intended for Jude Wonder.
Trying to go with the short play there. Doesn't work out, but hey, I mean, we got to test this defense here.
Looks like the Thunder will bring in dual threat Francis McGinney on the field here. Quarterback turned wide receiver turned quarterback. You never know when he's on the field. Might see some trickery here. He'll line up right next to him. Might see a trick play here as we saw against Miege in the first game of the year. Hand off to Chujak. He'll go over to the right side. Just get past the line of scrimmage. Gets another yard out of the bounds at about the 20-yard line. Game of 5.
And that is it. He's fighting for every yard, you can tell. And the Thunder team is going to try to get up here, trying to keep their chances for 6 points alive, still in point range.
Nice. And for third down and 5 here from the 20-yard line. Beshore in the shotgun with Tujak right on his heels. He'll throw the screen play over to the right side. He breaks a tackle, gets the first down.
That is a great play there. Just a quick little pitch out wide. I mean, if it works, keep doing it.
That one was to Sam Neeson. That will bring the Thunder into the red zone. First down and 10 from the 16-yard line. Beshore takes the snap. Looking left. He's going to wind up and throw to the end zone. Caught at the 1-yard line by Parker Chase. Try almost got into the end zone there.
Parker Chase so close to that opening score for St. James. Man, right on the line. He was fighting for that one.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Looks like the Thunder might sneak it here at Beshore, and he will score. Touchdown, St. James Academy. Beshore with the 1-yard run. Sneak it in. Great first offensive drive here from the Thunder. These boys are hyped up, and I love to see it.
This is what we need. Get this team hyped. This is when we do our best. And Beshore, little sneaky quarterback sneak to push it in for that 1-yard gain.
And we'll see Bevitt here on the extra point try. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up, and it is good. The Thunder will be up 7-0 here to start this game. Just wee minutes into this game. 9 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock here in this first quarter.
And what a start for this Thunder, forcing the 3-and-out. Good punt return. Got a little extra help with the flag that pushed them up forward, and then a great drive there. Just continuing to attack this Blue Valley team.
Absolutely, Sal. I love to see unity in this team, just being able to progress as a team. No man left behind here, as Bevitt will come up for the kickoff again. Oh, looks like it'll be Ben Johnson here to kick it away. And Ben Johnson will set up for the kickoff here. Primarily the starting kicker, Bevitt has filled in for him most of the year, just been plagued by some injuries. But we will see him here kicking the ball away right now. And the kick is away. This one's a good one. Might make it the end zone here. He will be caught in the end zone and not returned.
St. James defense coming back out after an amazing first set, forcing the 3-and-out. Like we've said, this defense has showed up this playoff season. And man, I think if they just keep doing what they've been doing today, we will see a win.
Absolutely, Sal. As Anderson and the Mustangs will come out here on first down, currently in the huddle.
I mean, you can tell just hearing the crowd right now, this first set of plays has got this section riled up, man. We are ready here. We think we're going to win this one.
Absolutely. SJA student section here is all here. It's Christmas out, as the first down snap will be given to Triban. Up the middle, gets a few yards up to the 29. Gain of about 8 there on first down. Bring up a second and short.
That was a good play by their O-line, just kind of opening up that gap for that running back to just get right on through.
Absolutely. Frankie Triban has just been a beast. As we saw previously in the year, Week 6, the St. James Academy Thunder beat the Blue Valley North Mustangs 28-0 at St. Thomas Aquinas High School. But Triban really stood out among that offense, as this second down snap in the shotgun will be given to Triban. Never mind. Anderson takes a keeper up the field to the 40 of Blue Valley North, and there's a flag on the play. Multiple flags here at the 40-yard line.
See who that's against. Yeah, that was a good trick play by them. They faked out this defense. He got some good yardage on that play.
Faked us out up here in the booth as well. I was calling Triben's name when in reality Anderson had the ball.
Anderson
looks like we had a face mask call on this Thunder. That will push them forward 15 yards up across midfield to the 45 of St. James.
Fortunate there. Those kind of sloppy calls, I hate to say it, they're going to give them those extra yards, push them more downfield. But, I mean, hey, I believe in this defense.
First down from the 43 of St. James, handed off to Triben up the middle. He'll get a few yards, trucks over Brady Boydston. And bit of jabber here from Triben to the St. James defense. Definitely not what you want to see this early on in the game.
No, he's had some great rushes today, and he's single-handedly maybe just been pulling this team downfield.
So far, early in this one, definitely been a factor here. 2nd and 5 from the 38 here. In motion, handed off to the tight end Wallace as he breaks forward past the 30 to the 29. That will be enough for a Mustang first down.
St. James, we're having some trouble. We had some good that first 3 and out. We were kind of holding their running game, but this time they've just been able to run all over this defense.
Design run to the senior Quentin Wallace, tight end, 6'3", 230. That is definitely not a man you want to see running at you as we bring up 1st and 10 from St. James's 29-yard line. Anderson in the shotgun takes the snap. Hands off to Triben up the middle. We've been saying that a lot. He'll gain about 4 yards there.
Yeah, that is just, those running backs, those small plays, they may not look like much, but as this game goes on, those yards add up. It's just, yeah.
Absolutely.
They're definitely going to have to stop Triban tonight if they want to have any chance of holding on to this lead.
Yes, with a juggernaut running back like this, you definitely hope to contain them even if you can't completely stop them. 2nd down here, handed off, keep it by Anderson, gets up to the first down marker. Looks like he will get it by about a yard up to the 17-yard line of St. James.
Another good quarterback sneak. Anderson proving to be a dual threat, it seems like. We haven't seen much of his passing game, but he has definitely been able to run the ball good.
Little substitution on the St. James defense. Sam Charlton comes in for Zachary Lero. 1st and 10 from the 17. Takes the snap, handed off to Triben up the middle. Flag thrown, gets up to the 9. Very close to the first down. I don't think they're going to give it to him.
And we'll see what this flag is for.
Looks like we have a hold on the offense that will push him back 10 yards on a good gain on 1st down. Definitely not what you want to see as a Mustangs fan or coach here.
Definitely those flags on 1st downs, they can sometimes just kind of stall your drive out. And we'll see how this Thunder team reacts and how this Mustangs team reacts to getting that penalty.
Absolutely. I remember last game, the game where St. James beat Blue Valley North 28-0. Blue Valley North had a penalty problem, absolutely, as we bring up 1st down here, 1st and 20 from this 29 of St. James. Keeper by Anderson. Lots of repetitive plays here as he'll get down to the 20 and out of bounds. Maybe not the best play call for the situation, but on 1st down, you just got to try to get some yards.
Yeah, it's not going to, it's those little plays, they're trying to get it down a little bit, so. It's going to be 2nd and 14. So still a long way to go.
We're going to see what the Mustangs draw up here. Just quite out of the red zone. Very close. They were in it once before, but then that holding penalty just pushes them back.
Yeah, and that could definitely just kind of affect put them a little bit kind of on the edge of field goal range. We'll see what they do here if they get stopped.
Absolutely. You never want to see a 4-point flag as an offense. 2nd and 14 here. Man in motion. Throws right. Screen pass over to number 10.
And the Thunder read that screen, stopping him maybe just for a little gain, if not stopping him back at the line of scrimmage.
Nice tackle there by the Thunder. That was Dylan Sarna, the senior wide receiver, on the screen pass. Looks like we have 3rd and 13 from the 21 of St. James. Big play here defensively is required to keep this one alive.
Yeah, you can definitely tell they're looking to cover that secondary because they think it's going to be they think it's going to be a pass, and I would not be surprised if it is. I'd be more shocked if they ran the ball here with 13 yards to go.
Absolutely, but you have Tri-Band, anything is possible there. We're probably going to see a throw from Anderson here, and we will. Nope, never mind, he's looking to keep. Never mind, he's looking to throw, rolling out to his right, almost sacked. And he will be brought down one line short of the line of scrimmage by Jordan Boone and company.
Brought down, man, the Thunder putting that blitz on them, making them giving him no time to try to find an open receiver or even keep it.
Very impressive play on the defensive side. Definitely keeping that play, Anderson kept that play alive, and then the defense just snuffed it out there in the end. Brings up 4th down.
It looks like they're going to go for it here.
I mean, I guess in the playoffs, it's do or die here.
The Thunder trying to just rile it up.
Takes the snap, looks left. Rolling right. Looks like he might throw. He will for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Almost picked off by Ben Drew, who's so far out of bounds. It's still a turnover on downs. Will be St. James ball. Great defensive play there by the DBs of St. James Academy.
And instead of taking the 3, they come away with nothing here with 4 minutes and 34 seconds left in the quarter.
That's definitely a very gutsy decision to go for this early in the game against this good defensive team, as B-Shore will be brought on here for the first down from the 21 of St. James.
See if that comes back to haunt the Mustangs later in this game.
Takes the snap, handoff to Tujak. He'll find his way up the middle, met in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Will be a gain of nothing. Yeah. Unfortunate turn of events there. Good tackle there by the Mustangs. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, no gap opened up there by the O-line. Doing their best, but Tujak just gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Snap to Beashore. He'll look to throw. Right side, caught by left side. Gain of about 9 there. Gets up to the 29.
Good pass play there. Good pass protection by the O-line. Making sure Beashore has plenty of time to throw it, and that's plenty of time for his receivers to get open.
Absolutely, absolutely no pressure from the left side where he's throwing there. Good to see this offensive line, especially with some injuries plaguing them, playing at their best level. Beashore, handoff to Tujak, gets the first down and then one more. He keeps pushing forward for another 3 or 4, then tackled at the 36 of St. James. Nice way to keep that play alive there from Tujak.
Fighting for every single yard. Tujak just looking for anything he can get, trying to put this offense downfield.
Absolutely, Sal. It's all you can want from a football player, especially a running back who gets hit almost the most on the team, if not. Brings up first down. Beashore looks to throw on the right side. He'll air it out. 10 yards, dropped by Neeson. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 37 of St. James.
Yeah, pressure coming there on the left side for Beashore. Just not enough time for his receivers to get open there. So we're going to try again here for St. James. 2nd and 10. What do you think they do here, Graham?
2nd and 10, especially with this offense, I think we look to pass here. Definitely getting some action for these receivers. Man in motion is Chase to the left. Fake the handoff. Never mind. It will be handed off to Tujak. A gain of about 2 on 2nd down. Brings up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, that motion at the beginning, trying to get that defense to focus on something else other than the people in the backfield. But, yeah, fighting for a couple yards is going to be 3rd and 7. St. James trying to get this 3rd down conversion here.
And like I said previously, you're definitely looking for a pass here from Beashore. Trips right, Chase on the left, Tujak behind, takes the snap, looks to throw. He will be brought down by the Mustangs defense. That was number 45 from the Mustangs, Frank Hall, bringing Beashore down on 3rd down. That will bring up the punt unit and Boydston.
And the pressure just got too much there, sacking him for a huge loss, but just unfortunate there. Beashore not enough time to find an open receiver, but yeah.
Good defensive coverage downfield, though, as Boydston will punt here to Dylan Sarna. The snap is good, and the punt is away. Very high, booming punt. That will land at the 36 and go out of bounds at the 37. Brings up the Mustangs offense on the 37 of Blue Valley North.
That punt was skied straight up. Not what you want to see on a punt, but it's going to put them back in their territory. Hopefully this defense can hold them off.
Absolutely, Sal, as we saw previously. Stop on 4th down last drive.
We'll see if they get back in field goal range, if they will take the field goal or try to go for it again.
Yes, those decisions do confuse people. You never know what an offense is going to decide to do. As we have 1st and 10 here, Anderson takes the snap. Hands off to Triban on the right side. Will be brought down by Drury and company.
And Triban is just a beast. He's just causing so many problems for the St. James defense, whether that's out wide, whether that's up the middle. I mean, they're just, they know that, so they're going to just keep handing it off to him. When you find a reliable option, especially against a good defense like the Thunder, you just keep going with it.
Will be marked as a gain of 6 there on 1st down. Anderson takes a snap here. Another handoff to Triban. He'll try to get up. He gets more than the 1st down, spins out of a tackle, and gets across midfield to the 44 of St. James. Very dominant run there from Triban.
Good job by the Mustangs O-line to just open up a hole for Triban to just go. And that was a good, nasty little spin move there to break some tackles and get that crucial extra yardage.
Absolutely. Triban sits at 5'11", 195. Just
wow.
Very impressive there.
Not the guy you want to see running at you.
Absolutely, Sal. 1st down snap taken, kept by Anderson. He'll be brought down. This defense just read that play. That was awesome by Andrew Moyer, brought him down. Very impressive sack there.
Trying to get him on the play action. This defense was not reading it, and they get in there to sack him for a loss of 2.
And I was just at a loss for words there. That defense just read that play like it was nothing. Didn't even go for Triban, just knew that Anderson was going to keep the ball.
As time is running down here in the 1st.
Triban up the middle. Gain of about 5, still pushing. Marked as a gain of 6, down to the 39 of St. James.
Bet you here, this Mustangs team, they're going to have one more play possibly before the end of this 1st quarter. They're going to try to get I bet you they're going to try to get this score here.
We're going to see what happens. They could just kneel it out or let the time run.
And it looks like they're going to let the clock run here. They are. So St. James leads going into the end of the 1st quarter, 7-0. This Thunder defense has been clicking. And we're going to be right back after a break.
You're worthy of it all. You're worthy of it all. For from you are all things, to you are all things. You deserve the glory.
Here for the start of the 2nd quarter. St. James up to an early lead, 7-0, after stopping Blue Valley North at St. James's 10-yard line previously. Although the Mustangs are back here on offense, pushing across midfield at the 37.
Yeah, I mean, this Thunder defense has been able to stop, for the most part, this offense for the Mustangs. But, I mean, it's been hard. This defense has had a hard time defending against their very kind of just non-stop running game.
Looks like it'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Mustangs. Handoff to Triban. Will be stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Still fighting. Does not get any yardage. Great tackles there from the St. James defense. Brings up 4th and medium.
We will see what this Mustangs team does. Last time they were on a 4th down, it was 4th and 13, and they went for it, and it was stopped by the Thunder. And looks like they're going to go for it here again on 4th and 7. Very risky play calls. Mustangs playing very risky here.
Never mind, they will punt. Triban will punt it to the end zone, and that one will go out of the end zone, touchback up to the 20-yard line. Overall, good defensive possession there for St. James.
Ending in no points, keeping that 7-0 lead. And I think they've had a great start to this game. They've been holding on to the ball, kind of keeping possession, and just overall, the defense has just been stopping the Mustangs in their tracks.
And Be Sure and company will come out on offense here, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Takes the snap, hands off to Tujak. He will find a burst of steam. He's going across the 50, across midfield, tackled at the 40-yard line of Blue Valley North. A great burst of speed from Tujak. Just gets his team downfield across midfield in this crucial playoff game.
What a run. Just taking it from one end to the other, and just like that, St. James turned the tides, and they are now in Blue Valley territory.
A gain of 39 there on 1st down. Great way to start this drive offensively. As McGinney will be brought back into the game. Beshore and Tujak in the backfield. Sorry, Puhala in the backfield. Oh, bad snap. Beshore will just have to run to get it and sit on it. That was almost a loss of 20 there. Just a horrible snap there from the center. Will be brought back across midfield to the 40-yard line of St. James.
And they went from a good play and being in Blue Valley territory, now back in their own territory. Not what you want to see, especially on a 1st down.
Absolutely, Sal. Just that brings up 2nd and a mile here. 27 yards to gain on the 44-yard line of St. James. And McGinney will take the snap and keep it up the middle. Shifty jukes. He keeps going almost up to midfield to the 49-yard line.
And I don't know why you play a running play there. It's 2nd down and a mile. I think you just go deep there, but that's going to set it up 3rd and 21 exactly on midfield at the 50.
Although I have noticed this defensive coverage has been good. Going deep there may not be the best choice there, but we'll bring up a 3rd down and 21 on the 49-yard line of St. James. And Beshore back in at the quarterback position. We'll likely see a throw here. Single coverage on the outside with 2 safeties high. He'll look right, rolls out left. Will be brought down at the 40-yard line of St. James by number 45 of the defense. That will be Frank Hall again. His 2nd sack there brings up 4th down, and the punt unit will come on for St. James.
And Frank Hall's been a problem for this O-line all night. 2 sacks already, and we're still in the 2nd quarter. St. James going to be forced to punt it here. And that is definitely not what you want to see after such an explosive play by Tujak to start out this drive.
Boyson will take the snap, and the punt is away. Not a fantastic punt there. That might not even make it to midfield. The line judge marks it out of bounds at the 42 of Blue Valley North. And the Mustangs will come on here for their 3rd offensive drive, both of which have ended in a turnover on downs.
Not a great punt, but I did notice kind of on the far right side, there were some guys that were coming in, getting close to blocking that punt. So doing the best, trying to get it out in a bad situation, but now this is going to set them up with decent field position.
Absolutely, Sal. Getting the punt away is definitely the number one thing. If you get that block, that could be returned for 6 points, and that's just not what you want to see.
Definitely not this early in the game.
And Anderson and Triben in the backfield. 1st down will be snapped, kept by Anderson, thrown up the middle. Ooh, big hit there, caught by Wallace, hit by Boyson. Ooh, this one might be marked for a targeting call or just unsportsmanlike.
That was a big hit from Brady Boydston. And yeah, I think that is going to be a flag on the Thunder. I don't think that hit was flag worthy, but clearly the refs saw it as a flag.
I'm going to have to agree with you there, Sal. We're going to see what's happening on the field. The refs will talk it over.
It was definitely a good hit there.
After the catch, personal foul with targeting. Number 2 of the defense. 15-yard penalty. That will result in a 1st down.
Looks like Brady Boyson will be called with a target there. Very unfortunate turn of events there. Did not seem target worthy.
And you can hear the crowd. They do not think it is a flag.
As we will see 1st and 10 from the 34 of St. James here after the big penalty. Handed off to Triben on 1st down, fights his way outside. Gain of a couple here, probably gain of 2 or 3. Good tackles by the left side of the defense with Boydston and Moyer and Lero. We'll have 2nd and 8 here from the 32 of St. James. Going back to that penalty earlier, Brady Boydston, a target is a hit in the head or shoulder area of a defenseless offensive player, and that receiver did not look very defenseless there. As the 2nd down handoff is handed off to Triben, fights his way up the middle, big hit there, fights his way down to the 28 of St. James. Will be a 3rd down and a couple, 2 here.
Yeah, I can't tell who made that hit, but that was a good hit. Really kind of stopped Triben in his tracks and allowed that defense to wrap him up and stop him before he got out and broke away.
Agreed, Sal. Big 3rd down play here coming up.
As we've seen, this Blue Valley team has been playing like 4th down is just another down to play. There's not a risk of a turnover, so we'll see what they do if they get stopped here.
We will see. Anderson in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, does give the handoff to Triben. He will be short about a yard. Good tackle by Charlton and company.
Yeah, they stopped him there, read that like a book, making sure he does not get out and get away.
Brings up yet another 4th and short here for the Mustangs. We'll see if they've learned their lesson. Although this one does seem like the one that they would actually go for and have a decent chance of getting.
Yeah, 4th and 2. It would be, I wouldn't say wise to go for it, but definitely a little less risky, less yardage to gain. And you can hear this student section is doing everything, blowing out a vocal cord, trying to throw this Mustangs team off.
Absolutely. Big 4th down here. Timeout will be called by the Mustangs. Gives both teams a time to regroup before this crucial 4th down. As we welcome you back here to the College Boulevard Athletics Complex. St. James here playing the Blue Valley North Mustangs. The score is 7-0 St. James, and a big 4th down and 2 here for the Mustangs in St. James territory. As the ball will be handed off to Triban. Never mind, faked, going long, overthrown by Anderson in the end zone. Could not find his man. He wanted a flag, but there's really no contact there at all, and the St. James defense will get yet another stop on 4th down.
That is great for the Thunder. They needed that after that kind of, I wouldn't say controversial targeting call earlier that pushed the Mustangs more closer into range there, but they have not learned their lesson on going for it on 4th down today. That is their 2nd try, and they are 0-2 on 4th down conversions.
Absolutely, and I did notice that receiver was open, just a little bit too much air on the ball there from Anderson. Hasn't thrown much this game, can't really blame him for that.
Now, when you've got a beast like Triban in the backfield, you're going to go run him every time.
And St. James takes over 1st and 10 to Jack. Ran up the middle, almost gets the 1st down up to the 34 of St. James. Gain of about 4 or 5 there.
Good vision from Tujak to find that hole and go for it.
Absolutely, St. James almost in tempo here. 2nd down and medium. Beshore takes the snap. Hands off to Tujak. He'll be wrapped up and taken down by the Mustangs. That was number 7, Owen Perkins, the senior, 6'3", 228 at defensive line.
Yeah, and the Mustangs read that play, got in behind the O-line and just wrapped up Tujek. Nowhere for him to go.
Absolutely. On some of those plays in the backfield, the Mustangs have just played amazing defense. Those 2 sacks by Hall earlier, definitely a factor in this offensive game.
Oh, and he jumps it there. The Thunder are going to get that call, and it's a false start on the Mustangs.
That will give the Thunder the first down there. Maybe a neutral zone infractment from the defense.
Yeah, good job there. Kind of getting the D-line off stride, getting him to jump that snap. So that's going to give him. That's going to reset those downs and give him a little more field position.
First down and 10 from the St. James 38. B-Shore throws right to Neeson on the screen pass. Up the field, 40, 50, jukes a man out, gets up to the 40 of Blue Valley North. Big play on first down yet again for the Thunder offense.
And that was it. Just quick little flick out wide to Neeson, and he had all the room to run, getting all the way up there and fighting for those extra yards even after getting wrapped up.
And one thing I've noticed from Neeson all year, just being a wide receiver, he cannot be tackled. He's just a force of nature in the open field. As we bring up a 1st and 10 from the Blue Valley North side of the field at the 40-yard line. Trips out left with Neeson and Chase. Takes the snap. Hands off to Tujak up the middle. Tripped up at about the 38-yard line of Blue Valley North. Gain of about 3 there on first down.
Yeah, just unfortunate there. He found a hole. Just that D-line just tripping him up a little bit and holding them to only a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 on the 38-yard line.
And we'll see Beashore and Tujak back here. Takes the snap. Oh, McGinney there, direct snap. Did not notice that before the play. He'll gain about 1 there before being brought down at the 35 of Blue Valley North.
He was trying to fight for some extra yards there. Got a few good ones, but he's just going to get wrapped up. Not a huge gain. And they're going to need likely a good pass here to get this first down.
Absolutely, maybe a screen pass to Neeson or Chase, just to find any way to gain this 6 yards here on 3rd down.
These have both been reliable options tonight.
Beashore takes the snap, looks for the pass, finds Neeson in the zone. He keeps going.
And
he's going to score. Touchdown, St. James Academy. Sam Neeson just finding the soft spot in the zone, breaking the defensive tackles and finding his way into the end zone for 6 points.
Great job. You could tell those Mustangs were trying to push the blitz there, and Neeson just finds the gap and absolutely shreds them to get that touchdown. 13-0 Thunder.
Absolutely masterful play there from Neeson, almost Travis Kelsey-esque, as Bevitt will be brought out for the extra point. Wonder to hold. The snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and it is good from Bevitt. Brings up 14-0 here. St. James, 3 minutes and 16 seconds remain in the first half. Sal, what do you think St. James has done right for this first half?
I mean, everything really. Their defense has been clicking all night. They've been holding in, and even they've had a few kind of rough moments, especially with you got such a big running back, the backfield of Triban. But then on offense, you've had some great breakout plays from Tujak, some great catches from Neeson to get yards, and then that amazing touchdown pass, finding a way to get through and just shred that defense. And, well, I mean, you're up 2 scores now, but this Mustangs team has just made some kind of careless calls, going for it on 4th down when they could take a field goal. But, I mean, if the Thunder keep rolling the way they've been, it's going to be a fun night for this team.
Absolutely. And Thunder fans, the Thunder do get the ball in the second half. The Thunder elected to defer at the beginning of the game, as Ben Johnson will send this one away. High booming kick. This one will be caught at around the 10-yard line and taken up by Triban. Find his way to the outside, up the field, up to the 30, 35, and taken out of bounds by number 29 there of the Thunder. That will be Will Pattison. Great tackle there to keep Triban from progressing.
Yeah, I mean, he's been a beast tonight, shedding tackles, spinning off them. But there we can just wrap him up, get him out of bounds. But, I mean, that was a good run back there. He caught it, stayed on the outside. Good job keeping himself in bounds to get those extra yards.
Absolutely. This drive will start 1st and 10 from the 37 of Blue Valley North. Three minutes, 11 seconds left here in the half as the first down snap is taken by Anderson. Handed off to Triban. He'll fight up the middle for about 3 yards there on first down. Tackle made there by Lero.
Good job to wrap him up from Zach Lero. He's been a good D lineman all year. And honestly, this D line has just been great about making sure they've been reading these plays while getting into the backfield and stopping some of these runs.
And the junior D lineman stands at 6 feet tall, 204 pounds, definitely playing the way he wants to tonight. 2nd down and 8 here, taken by Anderson. Handed off again to Triban. Wrapped up, fights forward. Bunch of St. James defenders getting on him about the 45-yard line. Brings up a 3rd and short here for the Mustangs.
I wonder if we'll see this here like they've usually been doing it, going for it on 4th down. And we'll see if they can get one more play in here before the 2-minute warning.
Almost 2 minutes left here in this first half. Probably going to see a run from Triban here. That's my guess. What about you, Sal?
I think they might go to the air here.
It looks like they are. Anderson takes the snap, thinks about it again, tries to take it up the middle, and wrapped up and brought down by Raquette and Dreiling, the senior defensive ends, getting to the quarterback, brings up a 4th and long.
Pass protection has been a problem for this team. This D-line just getting right up in there, giving him no time to even think about throwing it. Thought about running, but just know where to go. Great job from this Thunder defense tonight.
And another timeout will be called here. Looks like they'll bring out the punt unit. Looks like they've learned their lesson there, Sal.
Yeah, I think they have learned their lesson. I mean, when you're 0-2 on 4th down in the first half, why would you even try to keep going for it? I get if it was second half, you needed those scores, but when you're in the first quarter, second quarter, now you just got to either punt it or take the field goal.
Absolutely. In a winner-go-home situation, though, you have to be the best team you can possibly be, and sometimes it means taking risks. But here, it looks like the Mustangs will punt here on 4th down from the 42-yard line of Blue Valley North.
Another great job by the St. James defense. It's been a master class tonight.
Noah Hornback back to receive. Good snap there. Punt is up and away. Very short bouncing punt. Lands at about the 40, bounces another 10 yards. Hornback chasing after it. Looks like the ball will die at the 29-yard line of St. James Academy. Looks like Bishore will get another chance to score here before half. He has 1 minute and 32 seconds to do so.
Yeah, and that's the great thing for the Thunder. If they can even just get a field goal here, they're going to get that ball right back after halftime. So, I mean, the golden opportunity to put yourself 3, even 4 scores up.
Absolutely, Sal. Definitely want to see some points here on the board if you're a Thunder fan here. I must say, in previous games, Beashore's deep ball has been very effective. Definitely would not hurt to see one here early in this drive.
Especially against the early season game against Miege.
Absolutely. Had a bunch of touchdowns there as Neeson will get the screen pass on the right side, tackled about the 29-yard line at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Clock is still ticking here, 1 minute 18 and counting here. Definitely want to see either a timeout or a well-structured play to get out of bounds here from the Thunder. Who's the offensive coordinator? Rolls out left. He's going long. That was definitely interfered with. Do not see a flag out, but it really looks like Wonder was interfered with there on that play.
Short pass, but I did see a few tugs on the jersey. No flag called, unfortunately, for the Thunder. That would have given them some great field position, but it's 3rd and 9. You play it safe here. 57 seconds to go.
And I believe what the ref saw there is that the pass was not catchable. That ball is about 3.5 to 4 yards short, and Wonder is being pushed away from the ball. Still a questionable call. Brings up 3rd down and 9. Beshore takes a snap, rolls out left, hands off to Tujak. Looks like he'll get up the middle there, up to the 40-yard line. It will be wise for the St. James Thunder to take a timeout there as Tujak picks up the first down. 51.6 on the clock. The ball will be snapped there, first down. Beshore looks to throw, rolls out the middle, still looking for a man, throws it up top to a wide open Neeson, who drops the ball at the 15-yard line. That ball just to the right of Neeson looked very well thrown, just could not reel it in. That would have been a huge play there for the Thunder before half.
That likely would have been a touchdown for St. James. Unfortunate drop there, but that is going to stop the clock here. 41.1 on the clock, so there's definitely plenty of time. 2 timeouts left for the Thunder, so we can get into field goal range probably easily before half.
Second down and 10 here from the 40-yard line. Motion left. Beshore takes a snap, throws out left to Tujak on the screen pass. He has some wide open field. Up the first down, up the sideline to the 45. Attempts to get out of bounds, and he does at the 28 of Blue Valley North.
Tripped up a little bit there, but diving out of bounds to stop that clock. And St. James are just rolling downfield here.
Absolutely. First and 10 from the 28-yard line with 32 seconds left here in the first half. The Thunder have been driving this drive, but unfortunate drops from Neeson and a penalty just have hindered this drive from scoring this early. Still have 32 seconds left and 2 timeouts. Shotgun pistol formation. Beshore takes the snap. Puhala blocks outright. He looks like he's going to fake the throw and is brought down. Might have lost the ball there. It looked like he was already down. We're going to see what the referees say. Looks like Beshore will be down by contact at the 30-yard line. Loss of about 2 there. Might have had a man there, but it's best to just keep that ball tucked and don't lose it. Yeah. St. James takes a timeout here.
Good time to take a timeout. I do want to point out it was a great block from Gavin Puhala there. Saw the lineman coming in and just put his body on the line to try and give some room to pass. Unfortunately, Beshore gets wrapped up. So
absolutely there, Puhala with a block in Beshore's blind spot. Definitely did not see that big lineman charging at him from behind. Definitely gave that play some more life. Just could not have gained it there.
Especially Beshore having an injury earlier this year. Those blindside hits can deal some really nasty injuries. So a great block, making sure that they keep this quarterback in the game.
And the offense will come back out here from the right hash, 30-yard line. 23.5 seconds to go here, 2nd and 13. Throws it left. 10-5, touchdown! John Tujak on the screen pass to the left side, finds his way, weaving through defenders into the end zone for a touchdown before halftime. 16.2 to go, gets in for 6 and puts the St. James Academy Thunder up 3 scores before halftime.
And that is exactly what you need, especially we're going to get this ball back right after half. The Thunder looking like it's going to be an easy win, but we can't say this yet.
Bevitt here for the hold, or sorry, for the extra point attempt. Wonder with the hold. Kick is up, and it is good. 21-0 St. James Thunder.
Great run by Tujak there, finding the opening and then just going for it. He left it all out there. Nothing here right at the end of the first half, and this St. James crowd is lively right now. When you're up 3 scores going into half, that is the perfect way to start your game. You can tell this team is fired up.
And we're going to send it to St. Thomas Aquinas High School, where Mill Valley and St. Thomas Aquinas are battling out in the other 5A state quarterfinal game. Looks like there's 9 minutes, 38 seconds left in the second quarter. The Aquinas offense is winning 8-7, as Ben Johnson will be coming out here for the kick. squibbed up the middle. No effort of a return there, just falls on it at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, and a note to what you were saying earlier, that Aquinas-Mill Valley game, the winner will be the winner of this game tonight, which is looking like St. James with this scoreline, will play, which would be a very tough matchup.
Only time will tell, Sal. That ball was received by Hunter Mayer, the senior DB, at the 32-yard line. Looks like Anderson will come out here, maybe try one play before half. Honestly, would just kneel it out here because this St. James defense is very prone to turnovers. And like we saw last week in Basehor-Linwood, definitely a late turnover by the Basehor-Linwood offense led to 3 points and a lead before half for the Thunder.
Yeah.
1st and 10 from the 33. Looks like somebody jumped here on the offensive side of the ball. We'll push him back 5 yards, maybe rethinking their choices here. It looked like he was going to throw there before the flag came out.
Yeah, I think when you're down 3 scores for this Mustangs team, you're going to need to take every opportunity you can get to get scoring options here. I think they'll try to get into territory, but we'll see what happens.
1st and 10 here, or sorry, 2nd and 15 here from the 28 of Blue Valley North. Plays being called on both sides. Anderson takes the snap, hands it off to Triban. Looks like they're just going to run out the clock here. Fights for a couple yards, is tackled by Charlton. As the clock will run out here at the end of the first half, St. James taking a very early lead, 21-0 over the Blue Valley North Mustangs. Looks like this team is very happy to see what they're doing.
This crowd is fired up. I know I've said it a couple times tonight, but this team has brought some liveliness to this cold, very cold game. But I mean, this is November football. These teams are duking it out for the playoffs. It's winner take all. Yeah, this has been a great ideal start for St. James.
21-0 to Thunder at the end of the first half. We will see you here after halftime.
All right, we would like to welcome you into halftime here, St. James Academy versus Blue Valley North. We will have the second half in just a moment for you, but right now we are talking about our halftime show, and we are talking about the game that St. James hopefully will be playing next week. Right now, St. James is playing against Blue Valley North. The other game going on, St. Thomas Aquinas against Mill Valley. The winners of both those games will be playing for a chance to play in the state title. Now, this is a very important game, guys. These are two absolute powerhouse programs. Jonathan, I'll start with you. What do you kind of see from both these teams heading into this game? Let's start with St. Thomas Aquinas. What do you see from them heading into this big matchup against Mill Valley?
Well, they've just done a really nice job at executing the kind of football that they want to play. Obviously, they go with the flex bone. They want to run it up the middle, and then they'll get you with the outside runs on occasion. But, I'm seeing a team that hasn't lost all season, that has beat some really good teams by pretty decent margins, a team that's confident, and they're going up against 5-time reigning champions in 5A, Mill Valley. So I think they've realized just how big of a game this is going to be and how tough of an opponent they have. But at the same time, I think they're confident. I think that they believe their game plan is still going to work even against the best team they've played all year.
Absolutely, and Zach, this is a Mill Valley team. You mentioned St. Thomas Aquinas being a running football team. Mill Valley plays the exact same way. Can you talk a little bit about how Mill Valley succeeds so much on the run game?
Well, yeah, of course, Mill Valley's just got some really big guys. They're a really good powerhouse program who can really impose their will on the Sunflower League and just, traditionally, they really run the Sunflower League, and this year is no exception, right? They got over the hump of Gardner Edgerton this year and were able to beat them. Gardner, of course, the defending 6A state champion, and, of course, you got Mill Valley and Aquinas defending state champions in their own right. You look back, these teams combined have not lost a game against a Kansas opponent since way back to last season.
Crazy.
The success we've seen from these programs is unprecedented, right? Aquinas being able to go undefeated in EKL play is extraordinary. Beating Blue Valley Northwest by 35, a team that's still in the 6A playoffs, is incredible. So it's going to be a great matchup, and I can't wait to see it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Mill Valley, just like Aquinas, run heavy. Their junior running back, 1,873 rushing yards, averaging almost 9 yards per carry.
Thank goodness.
That is pretty crazy. And, yeah, they're a run-heavy team as well. Senior quarterback Connor Bowen, just 55 completion percentage on the year. he's also a run threat. He's very fast, athlete, like 6'4", lots of muscle on him. So, yeah, Mill Valley, they were going to be playing their first road game this playoff, usually not playing road games in the playoffs. So, yeah, I think it'll be a great game, a great test for two run-heavy teams.
Absolutely, and this game has obviously big ramifications being playoff time. This is going to be an interesting matchup if St. James were to win playing either one of these teams. We know St. James played against Aquinas and lost earlier in the year. They haven't played Mill Valley yet this year, but both of those run games could be really problematic for St. James later on in the playoffs.
For sure, and that's when, I think back to that Capon game with that really run-heavy offense, and I think of how good our defense and our defensive line and our linebacker core was. They were really phenomenal. I think it was the best game they played so far. They were holding that Capon run game to 1-2 yards per carry on most plays. So they really need to get back to their top run defense form, because whichever team they're going to play, that's going to be the first priority. If it's Mill Valley, you have to worry a little bit more about the pass, but you worry about the run first, because that's what's going to beat you. That's what's going to beat you the quickest. So if they can get back to that, even though both teams are huge up front, but if they can get back to that point, I think they've got a good chance.
Absolutely, and now that we've set the stage for you a little bit, let's predict the game. Let's go not just the winner, but let's also give a little score prediction here for the fans at home. Zach, how about you get started?
I've been saying it all year, can't go against them. I think Mill Valley falls this year. I think Aquinas gets the early jump on them. I know Mill Valley is really good, but I like Aquinas to win by a couple scores.
All right, I'm going to disagree with you, and I think we're going to get a lot of disagreement with these 4 picks. I'm going to go Mill Valley. I think this is a super close game. I think it's a really low-scoring game. I would say this is going to kind of be like an old Big Ten football game. I think it's maybe like a, 17-14 Mill Valley win. I think it's a super good game. I think, honestly, the winner of this, I think, is going to have a cakewalk to winning 5A, because these two programs are elite programs.
It's called a cakewalk?
Yeah, St. James catching a stray. Well, I got Mill Valley as well by at least 13 points. I'm going 27-14 Mill Valley.
I think, this is a tough one for me. I'm going to take Aquinas, because I think that they're the best team in the EKL to go up against this Mill Valley team. I think they've got the personnel and the game plan to beat Mill Valley. The only question is going to be, are they able to execute? And so far this season, I think they have been able to, and I think they're going to be tougher defensively than a lot of the Sunflower teams that Mill Valley has been playing. So I agree with Will. I think it is going to be a low-scoring game. I'm thinking 21-17, Aquinas is going to pull it out.
Now let me ask you guys this. St. James, like we said, if they beat Blue Valley North, hopefully they do, we will be playing the winner of this game. Zach, I'll let you start and we'll answer it down the line. Between Mill Valley and Aquinas, obviously you don't really want to play either of these teams, but which would you rather play? Who would be the preferred opponent, do you think, for St. James?
I've been saying this for a while. It's kind of the hard reality of our program in recent years. Aquinas just has a winning formula against us, right? They beat us 11 times, and we beat them maybe once.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I like our odds against Mill Valley a lot more. Of course, coming in, especially if we play Mill Valley, it's again, you've not got a lot to lose, but with Aquinas, it's like a rivalry game. You're expected to go in and compete with them. So especially with Aquinas already finding a way to beat us this season, I would want to play Mill Valley. For sure.
I personally disagree with that. I would rather play Aquinas. We've seen him once, which I think goes a long way, but obviously teams changed a lot since week 1. And I think I look at St. James and I see a team that is going to be hungry for revenge, and I think I would rather have that than a team that also is probably equally as talented, if not more talented than Aquinas, that we haven't played and that we don't maybe have that extra chip on our shoulder for. So I'm going to go Aquinas. He's going Mill Valley. Isaac, where are you going?
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer. I'm going Aquinas all day. Like you said, we've seen him. And this year, it really was a close game until the end. It was 21-7. We had 3 turnovers and 2 were in the red zone. So if it weren't for that, we played great. We can definitely get Aquinas.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to pick Aquinas as well. I think that part of the reason is because they did already beat us. Like Will said, we've seen them before. Maybe they're going to come in, 90% as opposed to a full 100. And to the point Isaac made, 3 turnovers, 2 in the red zone. When you've got a chance to, get within 1 score in that second half and you turn the ball over again, it really just kind of kills any chances of you in the game. So we beat them there once. It wasn't in the playoffs, but we beat them there once.
We did.
And it can happen again, I believe.
And obviously, it's a big game coming up for St. James this week against Blue Valley North. We don't want to overlook that game. Now we're going to predict, obviously pre-taping this, what do you think the score is right now at halftime? Jonathan, I'll let you get started here.
First thing is, I would like to say I apologize for not being on the call tonight. I'm in Florida, enjoying
Hopefully.
the nice. Hopefully in Florida, enjoying the nice weather. But I am sad I can't be there. But I'm gonna say it is going to be 17-7 St. James at halftime.
I like us to, unfortunately, I feel like we're going to start a bit slow, and Blue Valley North is going to show us a bit more of what they've been doing recently as opposed to what we saw from them the first time. They're not just going to want to roll over with their playoff on the line, and some of them their last game ever. So I think it's going to be tied at 14.
I kind of agree with Zach.
Yikes.
I think I kind of look at this the same way. I think St. James actually gets out to a good start, but I think special teams always hurts us, so I'm going to expect that at some point in the first half. I'm going to say 20-20 is my prediction going into the first half. I think high scoring. I think we're going to see a lot of fireworks this game.
Yeah, I disagree. Blue Valley North ain't scoring 20 points, especially in the first half. Give me the Thunder 17-3 at halftime.
I do agree, though. I think I could easily see us either getting out to a slow start or getting a quick start, maybe being up 14-0 quick, and then kind of stalling and stagnating towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, I think a lot of outcomes are available. I think, at least for me, I think the only outcome that would surprise me is if we're down by more than one score at halftime. I think that would be surprising. I think
even if we're down at all, I think that would surprise me.
You
I
think
think there's a great chance we're either tied or up. We should be.
Right. All right, well, you heard our predictions. Let's see if they're right as we head into the second half. Now let's send it over to TBN Pulse.
From Thunder Studios in Lenexa, Kansas, this is TBN Pulse.
Hello Thunders, I'm Annie Conklin, and this episode of TBN Pulse, we take an on-the-field look at last week's Thunder football game where we knocked Blue Valley High School out of the playoffs. We get a facilities update from Mr. Radke and Mrs. Baumhoff. And we peek into the process of producing another great issue of the Veritas, the St. James Academy yearbook. This is TBN Pulse. Gotta love that excitement out there on the field. It was a fun game. Thanks to Jackie Daniel and Brooklyn Melies for producing that segment. St. James Academy has been a construction site for quite a while now. As we expand our campus for our students, let's check in to see the process.
The first thing they started to do was they started working on the St. Joseph Fieldhouse, which makes it way easier to host or basketball games in the winter. Practice times, we get done way earlier for volleyball and wrestling and basketball, so that's incredible. We got the cages for the baseball team out there. And then outside, you know, there's big improvements to the track facilities. We've got long jump, triple jump, pole vault pits that are going in. We also have tennis courts that just got finished, and let alone the stadium's being built right now. So we'll get to host some home football games this year, and we'll make the experience for girls soccer and boys soccer and any events that are going out to lacrosse for the clubs and stuff too, that everybody's going to have to actually have a home game to get in front of some big crowds, hopefully.
It's just going to be so incredible to have the new courts out there, to be able to walk right outside after school and practice is going to be so huge. It's going to allow our team to practice as a group instead of being split up. It's going to allow us to have a no-cut program, which is what I've wanted to do since I started coaching. So yeah, so that, I mean, it's just going to do so many wonderful things. I mean, it's definitely going to help just bring the school together, and I feel like just encourage more kids to get out and come support our athletics. To have everything on campus is just, it's amazing.
Our whole thing at St. James is focusing on Jesus, right? And get as many people to heaven as possible. So this is just a byproduct of all the work that we've done to keep staying focused on the mission. So the new shiny stuff, I always say this, the more games that you win, the more they have to talk about St. James, right? And so if they have to talk about St. James, they have to talk about Jesus, right? And so if we have more facilities, then they're actually going to have to say, hey, look at all the cool stuff they have at St. James. You know, and so then we maybe get some more kids that, because we you know, some kids have maybe chosen not to come to St. James because we haven't had the facilities, and now people, well, we're full right now anyway, but kids might not, or kids might choose St. James because of the facilities that we have. And that's, again, more people looking at St. James, the better. That means they get to learn about Jesus every single day. So that's, I think it's going to help our mission actually. And then again, talking about the more stuff we have on campus, right? They're going to see our beautiful crucifix out there in Marion Stadium, so they can look at it, and they're going to have to ask about where'd you get the crucifix, right? In the tennis courts, we're hosting regionals, they're going to have to look up there. We're hosting track meets, you know, they're going to have to look up there and then ask the question, you know, who is Jesus, right? And who are they in my life? And so I think just that more visual representation, and we're going to have more people here, right? So we got more fans coming to St. James asking about what are they doing there, you know, because we have a lot of people coming to St. James to check out our school anyway, just outside. And so now every Friday night or every Tuesday or Thursday or whatever it is, in every regional event that we host, people are going to have to ask, what's St. James really about?
St. James Academy continues to grow. We expect to play girls soccer on the field this spring, and the Cultural Arts Center is hopefully right around the corner. Thanks to Abigail May for producing that segment. Lastly, let's get a closer look at one of my favorite projects, the Veritas yearbook.
My name is Lily Wheeler. I am the yearbook editor of photography. So we have 3 editors. It's the editor-in-chief, and then it's editor of content and editor of photography. So I make sure that everyone is scheduled to take pictures at events. I make sure that the pictures have a good quality. And I also just help out with any other tasks of making sure the yearbook pages look good and just maintaining it as a whole. I like to cover sports. I think it's really fun to get it, especially volleyball. I really like going to volleyball games because the lighting's a lot better than football or soccer, especially whenever it's dark. But football and soccer are really fun whenever they have pretty sunsets, and those make the pictures look really cool. I think this year it will look so cool, especially with our theme, Feed the Flame. And so we have some really cool ways of incorporating that into the yearbook. My favorite part of yearbook is making new friends and also learning each day how to design better and better.
Well, it's only year 2 for me, but I would say we constantly are looking at other schools' yearbooks, both private and public, to keep ourselves competitive. We also have professionals come in and visit us and give us advice. And I am the type of person that I don't like doing the same thing twice. I like doing it different each time. So I kind of challenge my designers, my photographers to always try to go a little bit further, to try something a little bit more challenging and to make it a better product each time. I would have to say the Holy Spirit inspires my vision for yearbook each year. I have a very strong passion to pass on the faith through the yearbook because I feel like it's a tool that students will have in years to come where they can look back and revisit some of those beautiful spiritual experiences and memories during high school. The biggest challenges are the fact that it's over 300 pages. That's a lot of design. It can be very overwhelming. It can be very tedious. It can be very stressful. And just making sure that we're always thinking of each page in love and in sensitivity, but also having the passion to convey the messages we want on each page, and just making sure that it's just and fair and that we take care of each section of the yearbook and we don't have certain favorite sections that we focus on the most. I think my favorite section is the one about community. When we show the different personalities of the different communities, when we study the saints of those communities, and we can put that into a design form. And that's really exciting because it shows the students that we have a really deep meaning in those different communities. So I think that's kind of beautiful.
The yearbook staff works hard to make a great keepsake book, and we think it really pays off. Thanks to Joe Peterson for producing that piece. And thank you to all the students in the SJA Media Arts program for making these segments, and thanks to you for watching TBN Pulse. I'm Annie Conklin. God bless you, and go Thunder.
And welcome back, Thunder fans, as we welcome you back to this second half. 21-0 Thunder here as the Blue Valley North Mustangs will kick off here. Definitely an offensive showcase from the St. James Academy Thunder here early on as the kick is away from the Mustangs. Ball will be caught at the 10-yard line by Tujak. He'll take it out, jukes a man, makes a man miss, stays on his feet, up the field, 20, 30, out of bounds at about the 32-yard line of St. James.
Great job by Tujak there to find room to run. And yeah, Graham, as we've been saying, an offensive showcase for St. James, but also a very big defensive showcase. The Thunder shutting out the Mustangs today. I mean, they've been the defense has been clicking as well as the offense.
Absolutely, that shutout due to 3 turnover on downs by the Mustangs offense. Very questionable decisions there early on. Hopefully we can see them at least put more of a fight into this one before it's all said and done. As B Short comes out here 1st and 10 from the 32. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, takes it himself. Maybe Tujak was on the wrong side there. He'll gain about 1 there. Also, I'd like to chime in here and say that St. Thomas Aquinas is up 15-7 on Mill Valley at halftime at St. Thomas Aquinas High School.
That, I've been looking at that game. That is a very good game. 2 great teams. But yeah, winner will play whoever wins here tonight. Hopefully that's going to be us here leading by 3 scores as the third quarter starts.
As B Shore takes the second down snap, looks to throw right. Neeson catches it at the 41, is tackled at the 43.
Maybe picked up that first down there. It looks like it.
We're going to see, and it looks like they will give it to him.
Yes.
First down, St. James.
Sam Neeson, he's had a great night tonight. Some amazing catches, including a 1 touchdown pass, I believe, earlier. He dropped the ball earlier towards the end of the half, but we did end up getting that score in on a John Tujak monster run.
Absolutely picked himself up, got the score, and got another one before halftime. As we see 1st and 10 here from the 44-yard line. As B Shore takes a snap, hands off to Tujak. He is stuffed right behind the line of scrimmage by the defensive line of Blue Valley North. Looks like that one was Caden Augustus.
Yeah, this Mustangs team has been in the backfield on some of our runs, been able to get through, get some good plays, but they have just been able to get in there and wrap up Tujak. It looks like it'll be a pass play here.
And Augustus, the backup running back, making the tackle there behind the line. As B Shore empty backfield, aims to throw. He's going to hit Wonder in the midfield, gets across the midfield to the 48 of Blue Valley North.
He took a big hit there. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Looks like 2 yards to the line. No, maybe 1. But, yeah, B Shore's had a good night as well tonight. A great first half, even. Yeah, I mean, Graham, what do you think they're going to do?
3rd and 1, look to be a run here from Tujak, although this line is packed. We'll see what happens as B Shore tries to get him with the hard count. Fakes. Gets a play from Matt Joshi, offensive coordinator. He'll take the snap, look to throw. Right down, sits down in the zone. Neeson gets the first down. He's getting some more up to the 40 of Blue Valley North.
They read that blitz well. You could tell they had all the big guys up there ready to blitz. as there's a man down for Blue Valley Northwest. And looks like we'll see an injury timeout right now.
As both teams get to the huddle, cannot tell at the moment who the player for Blue Valley North is on the ground. Looks like is number 16, Matthew Harrington, sophomore DB. It looks like he's up and running off the field under his own power. Looks like he's all right. Good to see.
Off that, Graham, what do you think we've seen tonight from this very electric St. James team?
Just overall being consistent on offense and defense. I like what I see, truly. It's definitely seeing these guys just playing football the way they want to. Practice this week definitely is doing well.
Both Mangini and Beshore have had great games tonight, as it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 40.
Beshore takes the snap, goes long for Chase. He's open on the sideline, pushed out of bounds. Looks like they're going to call it a catch as he got 1 foot down inbounds. Fantastic acrobatic circus catch from Parker Chase down the field. Gets down to the 15 of Blue Valley North.
Great throw from Beshore there. Chase pulling it in nicely there, right on the line. You could see some of the North players were trying to signal no catch, but the refs are going to call him in.
And if you're just now joining us, it's 21-0 St. James here, and the St. James Academy Thunder are pushing in the red zone on this drive to start the second half. 1st and 10 from the 16. Beshore takes it. Tujak runs it in down to the 6-yard line. Looks like some chatter at the line of scrimmage from both teams. Looks like Mangini got into some jawing with Augustus.
Yeah.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Tujak just got wrapped up there, fought for some extra yards. We've seen that all night. Tujak he's gotten the ball, and whether he's getting wrapped up or he's got a room to run, he has been getting those yards tonight. Already a rushing touchdown.
2nd and 7 from the 13-yard line here. Pistol formation, Beshore. Mangini in motion right, takes the snap. Hands it off to Mangini, looks like he's gonna throw it to the end zone. Open man, tipped. Oh my goodness, a good defensive play there by Blue Valley North. Had a Chase wide open in the end zone.
Great job. It was a reverse there. Beshore flicks it off. You think it's gonna be a run for Tujak, but Mangini takes it, switches fields, and almost gets it in there. Just good defense from the Mustangs, tipping it there, and then a late hit.
One thing I noticed on that play, Mangini could have gotten a little bit more air on that ball just to float in the end zone because Chase was unguarded. Just a little bit less oomph on that ball would have been nice there. Definitely crediting the defense there. 8.5 minutes left here. 3rd and 7 from the 17-yard line. As Beshore looks to throw to the end zone. Jump ball incomplete.
Contact looked a little early there. Great shot from Beshore, but unfortunately it was broken up and a little bit high. It'll be 4th and 7, and they will send out the field goal team.
Looks like this will be just about a 30-yard attempt here from Bevitt.
Nevertheless, you're making it a 4-score game for St. James coming out of the quarter. That's going to be that would be a very hard comeback for them to make.
Snap is good. Hold. Kick is up. Looks good and is good. St. James puts 3 on the board to start the second half, 24-0 with 8 minutes left on the clock.
Good drive there. Some great passes from Beshore. Great plays there, especially that reverse. Almost had it, but St. James still ending up to put points on the board. Now we're going to kick it back off to North, and we'll see what their response is going into this quarter, down by a lot.
I think North just needs to put some points on the board here to make it interesting.
They've been very aggressive all night, and this is kind of reminiscent of what we saw in week 6. They were aggressive, and we shut them out, so we'll see if we can shut them out again this year. The St. James crowd is hyped up. You've got this big of a lead. And Graham, what's the score on the Mill Valley Aquinas game?
Looks like it's still halftime at St. Thomas Aquinas, 15-7. Aquinas is winning. And Johnson will kick this one away. High, booming kick. Makes it about to the 5-yard line. Looks like it'll be taken back by the Mustangs. Big hit there at the 20-yard line. Big hit there from number 36 of the Thunder, Brogan Jaworski, the third string running back, just getting in there and laying the wood on the returner.
Wrapping him up, hitting him hard. And that's only going to be a gain of 15 on the kick return. Definitely not what North is thinking when they're starting this quarter on offense. But we'll see if they dial it up with their running back tonight. So, I mean, this is going to be a definite drive. They're going to need to score here if they want to make a comeback.
Anderson here on first down. Hand it off to Tryban. He'll fight up the middle for 2 yards there on the first down gain. Gain of about 2. Brings up second and long.
Tryban definitely carrying this North offense tonight. He has been a beast. He's been hard for the Thunder to deal with, but they have dealt with him, as you can see by the score line.
And second down here and 5. Rolls out left, finds a man, Tryban with the reception, gets the first down out of bounds at about the 36-yard line of Blue Valley North.
That was a good there. There was pressure. There was a lot of pressure coming. Pocket was collapsing, rolled out, found a man. So, I mean, they do need those yards tonight, as it has been hard for them to get downfield.
First down and 10 here from the 35. Anderson takes the snap, hands off to Tryban. He'll run up the left side. Big hit there from Schreiner. Gains about 3.
Yeah, this Thunder defense has been putting on a clinic tonight. I mean, we've said it plenty of times. Defense wins championships, and it is certainly helping us push our run deeper into the playoffs.
Absolutely. St. James defense have definitely been showing up tonight. Line and defensive backs and linebackers have all been united here in shutting this Blue Valley North Mustangs team out thus far in the game. As Anderson takes the snap, he finally looks to throw. Looks like he's going to be brought down, sacked in the backfield by Hank Schreiner at the 30-yard line of Blue Valley North. That'll bring up a 3rd and a mile. Loss of 6 there on the play.
Hank Schreiner getting in the backfield there to wrap him up. That pocket has just not been firm for Anderson this second quarter. The Thunder coming out with some definite energy after the break.
Absolutely, and the few times they've attempted the pass straight up, I haven't seen much success. Looks like we'll have 3rd and 15 from the 30-yard line, about 6 minutes left here.
Definitely need some good pass protection to get that first down.
As Anderson takes the snap, he'll look to throw again, trying to get his team back in this game. He's going to wind up, throw to the 40, caught backwards, fights back to the 40 himself for a gain of about 10 there, getting him up to the 40-yard line. Brings up 4th down and 5. That was the senior receiver Dylan Sarna with the reception. Now we'll see. It's decision time for the Blue Valley North Mustangs. We're going to see what they decide to do.
We'll see if they punt it here. I think you do punt it, you're in your own end, and it looks like they will. They're going to need a punt because you don't want to give this ball back to St. James.
Noah Hornback back to receive. Definitely could be a fake here. We're going to see what happens. Snap is good. Hold, and it will be a firm punt there. Hornback will go for the reception. He'll catch it about the 20-yard line. Running upfield past the 30 and is tackled out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Took that hit a little bit. Knocked him a little bit. Kind of sent him out of bounds, but he definitely took that hit.
And B-Shore and company will come back here. 24-0 St. James, and the St. James Academy Thunder will get another offensive drive.
We'll see if this Mustangs defense can hold them off, as they have not been able to tonight. I think only 2 times where St. James have had to concede the ball back.
Absolutely, Sal, and I think in this drive you basically just want to eat the clock as much as you can. Points are not the #1 priority here when you get to this state of the game. B-Shore hands off to Tujak up the middle, fights, almost gets the first down. He'll get up to the 41, about 2 yards short of the line to gain.
Good run there by Tujak. Also good play there by the O-line. They've been a little shaky on pass protection, but on the run game tonight, they've been able to open up gaps for Tujak just to sprint on through and rock this North defense.
Absolutely, Sal. Very impressive showcase from the offensive line here. We have 2nd and 2 from the 40-yard line here. Beshore hands off to Tujak. He'll fight for the first down, and he will get it up to the 45-yard line of St. James. Definitely eating the clock away here as we have about 4.5 minutes here left in the third quarter of this one.
That last run was Gavin Puhala actually fighting his way through there.
Thank you, Sal, as we have 1st and 10 here from the 45-yard line. Man in motion right, Neeson. Back motion left, Wonder takes the snap. Another handoff there, fights up the middle with a burst of speed. Puhala fights up for 6 yards there on 1st down.
Great play there by the Thunder. Graham, I'm wondering your thoughts with 4 minutes left here, and you've got good field position. If you're the Thunder, if you're Joshi on the sideline making those calls, are you calling runs all night, just trying to eat the clock out?
In the case of like a 3rd and long or 2nd and long, maybe pass the ball there. But for the most part, you're running all game, eating this clock and choking down their time to score. As we see Tujak back in the game here. Beshore takes the snap, fakes the handoff, ball is out. Looks like Beshore fell on it. We're gonna see what they decide. And he kept it. Beshore with a scare there. Lost the snap and loss of 6 yards on that play.
That was unfortunate there. Just kind of missed the handoff a little bit. I'm guessing ball came out. Great job by Beshore to get on top of it. Make sure we hold on to this ball. We do not need any of those costly mistakes. As we said, turnovers have been a problem in the regular season.
Beshore takes the 3rd down snap. He'll look to throw, rolls out left. Doesn't look like he has anybody. He flips it over to Jet. Almost gets the 1st. He's going to be very close here.
I think they might have to bring it up and just
And they're going to
to
give it to him. 1st down, St. James on the last-ditch effort from Beshore to Jet to gain the 1st down and keep this drive alive.
They are going to move the chains here for the Thunder as Mangini is coming in for, looks like number 8.
Jude Wonder is coming out here and Jet for Pregame and Mangini. Lots of diversity here with the running backs as we'll see Mangini lined up next to Beshore. Looks like Tujak will get here and he'll get a block for Mangini downfield. Fights forward, Tujak stays on his feet, gets about a gain of 9 there on 1st down, up to the 36-yard line of Blue Valley North.
Took a big hit from Frank Hall there. Frank Hall had 2 sacks earlier, and he hit Tujak hard. Not going to stop him from gaining a ton and putting the Thunder on a good 2nd down position.
As we see 2nd and short here from the 36-yard line. About 2 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. St. James just maintaining possession for as long as they can here. Tujak gets the ball up the middle, breaks a tackle over past the 30 to the 28-yard line of Blue Valley North.
Tujak has been a beast tonight. We've talked about it. It's been a game of running backs. North has been running the ball all night. Pass protection has not been good for them, so they've been handing it back off. And, I mean, it's the same thing for the Thunder. They've been handing it off, but they've had good pass protection, which I think is really the difference here of why we're up 24.
Absolutely a lot of differences in this game as Beshore fakes the handoff, throws it up to Mangini, gets a catch. He might get in the end zone, and he will. Touchdown, Francis Mangini, the backup quarterback lining up at wideout, catching a pass, juking a man, and finding his way into the blue end zone. Touchdown, St. James Thunder.
Mangini was breaking some ankles on that play, and Beshore pocket collapsing, airs it out a little bit. Mangini catches it, looked like he was going to hit hard, and he broke some ankles there, getting in that end zone. Great play by St. James. It is 30-0.
It looks like we'll have a flag here on the extra point attempt. Encroachment on the defense. That'll push them up forward. Maybe St. James just decides to go for 2 here, even with the lead. We're going to see what happens. They'll likely just take the extra point.
Yeah, I think you take the extra point there. It's just, I mean, when you're up this much, you don't expect a comeback, but I think if you if we did, and they made a comeback somehow, that point's going to matter.
Here comes the extra point snap from a little bit closer. Wonder with the hold, Bevitt with the kick, and it is good. That will make the score 31-0 St. James.
A masterclass by the Thunder today. A minute 13 left in the third quarter, 31-0. And it's been a shutout all night.
And I think this offense has been very diverse as of late, getting touchdowns to many of our starters, starting with B-Shore's quarterback sneak to get the score to 7-0. Sam Neeson with the screen pass over into the end zone to make it 14-0. Then Tujak just before half off the screen pass into the end zone for 21-0. Then we got a field goal, and then in the second half, we have Mangini getting a 20-yard touchdown there, breaking some ankles and finding his way into the end zone.
The backup quarterback, who expects that? I mean, he's been a dual threat. He's been a runner and a good thrower, but now he can catch and run.
Absolutely, Sal, as Ben Johnson will kick this one away momentarily. And here he goes. Kick is up and away. Looks like this one will be caught by Triban at the 5-yard line. 2 men there to tackle him. They're blocked. Runs upfield, slides, slips, gets up to the 20, and is tackled right at the 20.
We've been talking about it is very cold out today. Some of you guys might not notice, but it is very cold. A lot of winter jackets out right now, and that is going to affect the surface a little bit, make it a little more slick, as we saw in that last play. Triban kind of sliding around there, not able to find traction, and then getting kind of held up at the 20.
As we'll see, the Mustangs offense here once again. First down and 10. As Anderson will take the snap. Hand off to Triban. He'll fight his way back to the line of scrimmage and not get much more. A gain maybe one there. Brings up second down and 9.
Might as well call him Trusty Triban, the way he's been just taking those balls, taking hits tonight. Fortunately, hasn't been able to break through and get into that end zone, or get any points actually. As we'll see here, they're running the clock down. 40 seconds left. So we'll probably get one more play off before the end of the quarter.
Second and 9 here. Anderson takes a snap, hands it off again. Tries to keep it, he does. Fights for about half a yard there.
Definitely not what they were planning to. As you saw Triban kind of give a little bit of a look back, thinking, wait, am I supposed to have the ball? Or are you going to hold it? And then they just get wrapped up there. Graham, I'm wondering your thoughts here. If you are kind of leading this North team, what are you doing? You got 1 quarter left. You are down a mile. Are you just going to keep airing it out?
Go big or go home, as we will get this thoughts in after the commercial.
The faculty formation that we provide through the Blessed Silos Institute at Donnelly College exists to do 3 things. To give people time for friendship with each other, friendship with Jesus, and then how these first 2 kinds of friendship affect the vocation of being a teacher. We meet every week on Wednesday mornings, usually on the late starts. There's got to be time to be with your friends. There's got to be time to pray. There's got to be time to study, and there's got to be time to talk about being a teacher.
Back here at the Seaback College Boulevard Athletics Complex, the start of the 4th quarter here. St. James is off to an amazing lead, 31-0 here at the start of the 4th quarter. Sal, you just asked me before that short commercial, if I was the head coach of this Blue Valley North team, what am I doing for the rest of this game to attempt to get back into this game and make it at least a little bit close? Well, to give you my answer, I say go for the fences really at this point. You really don't have much left. It's your last stand here. These seniors are going to be playing their hearts out for the rest of this game. As we see a ton of Blue Valley North fan cars from the opponent's side just leaving this parking lot. Definitely not what you want to see as a Blue Valley North fan, player, or coach. Definitely it's go time as Anderson will throw. He'll wind up almost picked off, will be caught by number 10. Senior Sarna over there getting a gain of about 6.
At this point, going into the 4th, you have 12 minutes left. You're down 31 points. It is almost an impossible comeback. It's really hopeless for this team. I think if you get a stop here for St. James, I think that's game because I don't think you can come back.
Yeah, I think the nail is already in the coffin, just in my opinion. But we'll never know as that one's batted down, incomplete. Great play there made by Dreiling to bat that one down along with Sam Charlton in the quarterback's face.
Pass protection has been a problem tonight as the Thunder are making a couple subs here. Definitely, I think when you're up this much, you don't want to run your first string people. You want to save them for whatever big game is coming next, as the two opponents going are Mill Valley and Aquinas. Whoever wins plays. Graham, I think you have the update on their game.
Yes, following this play, I will let you all know as we have a 2nd and 10 here from the 30-yard line. Anderson drops back, finds the screen pass, thrown behind Triban and incomplete. And with that, I will let you all know that St. Thomas Aquinas is leading Mill Valley by 1 point, 15-14. That extra point coming from a defensive penalty on an extra point, turning to a 2-point conversion. So Aquinas leads this one 15-14 with about 11 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
That sounds like some good football over there. Nevertheless, we are having a dominating showcase from the Thunder tonight. 31-0.
Absolutely, Sal, as we have a 3rd and long here. Anderson probably will drop back to pass here. And he will. He'll look and throw into coverage. Almost picked off. That one will be incomplete.
Little high there. Looked like his intended target was Dylan Samay, and just a little high there. Almost picked off by St. James. Plenty of bodies in there. And yeah, I think that's the nail in your coffin for Blue Valley North.
Absolutely, but you also could see a fake here on this punt as the punt unit is on the field.
It's desperation time.
4th and 10 from the 32. Blue Valley North's last stand here. With just 11 minutes left in this ball game. And this ball will be kicked away. This one lands at about midfield, right to Hornback. Looks like he'll pick it up and try to take it. Stiff arms a man. He's fighting up the field past the 50. He's going to go.
He's
30,
going for it.
20, 10. One man to beat. He beats him. Noah Hornback takes it to the house and just expands on this lead as we have multiple flags flying on the field. Don't know if this one's going to be taken back, but all in all, Noah Hornback takes it to the house.
What a run by Hornback. But as
we're going to see what happens here. This one could be taken back, maybe an illegal block.
Oh, no.
We got one flag about midfield, one right by the end zone at the 10-yard line. We're going to see what the referees call here. It could be offsetting.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
And the result of the play is a touchdown, roughing the kicker on Blue Valley North. And this crowd is wild right now. 38 pending the extra point, 2-0 St. James Academy as the punt return for the touchdown stands.
And we were talking just before this, the punt was the nail in the coffin, and Hornback just runs it all the way in. Received, I think, around the 30-yard line, and he just found an area, a great stiff arm there, and I think he let it loose.
And I just think the lack of defensive effort there was the result in that touchdown. I really do. There was good blocking, of course, from the Thunder, but just really no effort to catch him there.
You can tell they're distraught.
And it looks like there's going to be 12 men on the field for the Blue Valley North. This one might be getting moved a little bit closer. Penalty is declined. We'll just kick the extra point as is. And this St. James Academy team is proving to be dangerous. Extra point, the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. Jack Bevitt has been automatic as of late, being the backup kicker. 38-0, St. James Academy. 11 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And the defense will go back out after this kickoff and this commercial.
The Spark Center is where students can come to help with learning, enrichment, collaboration. So say you're working on a problem or writing an essay and you get stuck in seminar and you're like, I just don't know what to do. You can ask your seminar teacher or study hall teacher. You can come on down during the day. We'll solve your problems and you can get right back to work so that you can be more efficient and have fun at home.
As we welcome you back here, kickoff by St. James is coming right up. Looks like this one we moved back a few yards. From my observation, maybe that penalty did have a factor in that.
Graham, what have you seen this St. James team do right tonight?
Just about everything. I haven't seen much falter here in the St. James team here. Just very solid offense and defense. Those 3 fourth down stops early in the game were definitely a deciding factor in this one, as Ben Johnson will kick this one away. Kick is up high, and it is going to go back to the 10-yard line and is caught. Lots of blocking upfield as number 10, Sarno, will be kicking it upfield. He'll be tackled at the 25-yard line.
Good run back there for North, but really it's been rough for this team. They have gotten rocked on both ends of the field. Great offense from the St. James and then great defense. They've been pushing back in, it's been great defense to a great offensive run, to shutting them down all night.
1st and 10 here. Triben gets the handoff, pushing to the outside. Cannot really find a gap, and he'll be brought down by Bevitt, Drury, and company. Short of the line of scrimmage, there'll be a tackle for loss.
Great job to read that play well and stuff him just at the line. And we talked about this in the pregame show about what St. James, they needed to hold on to the ball, make sure their drives result in points. And all but 2 drives tonight have resulted in points. And that has been key to this team's amazing success.
Absolutely, and the score of the Mill Valley Aquinas game remains to be 15-14 Aquinas. No score update as of late. I will keep you all updated for the rest of this game. As Jordan Boone will just lay the wood on Triben. TFL, that stands for tackle for loss if you're not informed. That'll be the second one of this drive, brings up 3rd and a long one.
That's just great defense there. Reading the play perfectly, getting out wide, and then stuffing Triben, who's been a monster and hard to stop for most of the night. It's just been, all in all, amazing football from St. James.
Absolutely, definitely seeing this team become more and more dominant as the postseason goes on. May pose a serious threat to teams next week, whoever wins that game. As Anderson drops the throw, he's going to load up, throw it in the middle of the field. Looked like that one was caught incomplete off the bounce. We're going to see what the referees call. They're going to call it a catch there. That one definitely probably hit the ground from our eyes up here. 1st and 10 from the 40 as when all is said and done. Just about 9 minutes left here in this game.
Yeah, that looked a little bit like a desperation throw from Anderson.
And they are going to bring it back here, called incomplete after some review.
It's going to be 4th and 10. And we'll see if they go for it here. They might, just because, they've got nothing to lose. We'll see what they do. It looks like the Blue Valley North coach is questioning the refs here, thinking it was a catch. And that's going to result in a little bit of downtime, it seems.
Timeout called by the Mustangs before this 4th down play. And we will see you after this short commercial. And we are back here, 4th and 10 from Blue Valley North's territory here. Looks like they're just going to punt this one away to Hornback. Last time that happened, no Hornback took this one to the house. Probably a 60-yard touchdown punt return. He's back at his own 35 at the moment, as this one will be sent away in here just a few seconds. Here's the snap. It's good. The punt is away. This one will be fair caught, bouncing. Gets a decent Blue Valley North bounce and is laid dead at the 37-yard line of St. James.
So here comes this dominant offense tonight.
And it looks like Hornback, the sophomore, third-string quarterback, will come out here for the Thunder. Definitely going to be seeing some second and third-string guys, hence the big lead. Get those starters a rest for sure.
Yeah, they'll definitely need it considering what opponent lays ahead of them going into these semifinals. And this has been almost an unprecedented playoff run for the Thunder.
And I'm seeing some backup receivers out here. Max Albright, Luke Neeson, and Brody Bruggeman all in here for the Thunder with Hornback at the helm at quarterback. First down and 10. Hornback takes the snap. He'll throw up the middle over the head of Albright and incomplete.
Good throw there, just a little high and a little bit behind him. I don't think Albright was totally ready for it. But if that was just a little in front of him and he caught that, it would have been maybe gone there. That secondary has been getting torched tonight.
Definitely could be true, as we see Brogan Jaworski at the running back position. As we see offensive lineman Owen Stroud coming in here for Nate Bright. Good to see him out there. And to see Jackson Cantu at center. I believe he starts, but still good to see him. As Hornback takes the snap, he'll hand off to Jaworski with a big head of steam, gets about 3 yards and is stopped short in his tracks. Gain of about 4 there on the play.
Third and 7 here for the Thunder. As in comes number 54. Graham, who is that?
Number 54 seems to be Mr. Brennan Jones, the junior, coming in on offense to play offensive line.
It's great to see some of these guys that don't get as much playing time in the regular season getting some playoff time. I mean, when it's a playoff game, those are always a fun, electric atmospheres to
Absolutely.
play.
Getting varsity minutes at that position is very fun. As Hornback fakes the toss, rolls out left. He'll burn his defender. That's Hall. Almost catches up to him. Hornback will take it up the sideline and lays a man out on the sideline. John Hornback, the third-string quarterback, 5'11", 162, just putting a man on his back.
Laid out, and you can see this bench is up there, and he is down.
And
that is an injury timeout, it looks like. But wow, Hornback laid him out.
And we obviously don't like to see injury, but that was an amazing truck there from Hornback. And here in the booth, we're going to introduce some of our members of our crews, Hard Work, Jack McCullough, and Anita Eggers, here with their short presentation video from last week's game. After that short video from 2 weeks ago at the Blue Valley game where the Thunder won 48-22. As we have 1st and 10 here from about midfield. Hornback throws over to Albright. He'll get the ball. Almost lays a man out, gets a few yards there. But going back to the last play where Hornback just took that ball down the sideline, laid a man out, I've been hearing from some of these JV players that Hornback is a dog on the field. Does not matter his size or shape, he will put a man on the ground.
I mean,
as we just saw just here, is very impressive up in here in the booth.
That was a hit. The bench, you could tell the bench was livid after that one. Amazing hit.
Definitely some head tops there. 7:40 left here in this ball game, 2nd and 8. And Pregame will get the screen pass, make a man miss. Oh, he fumbles the ball, and looks like he'll be recovered by St. James either way. Great hustle play there from Max Albright when he recovered that ball. Good for him.
That was, and that's a little bit of a scare there for St. James. You definitely don't want to see that. Good thing we got the ball back there, but almost a disaster.
And seconds to go, end of the third quarter here, the score remains to be 15-14, St. Thomas Aquinas.
That is going to end up being a close game, I will tell you. Either way, both those teams are going to fight for every inch.
And Hornback, 1st and 10 here. He'll throw over the head of Neeson and dropped. Just not an efficient throw there.
Yeah, a little high.
Sorry, Preston Canzanieri, the junior receiver there, was the target. Sophomore quarterback John Hornback still on the scene, 2nd and 10.
Hornback getting the play from offensive coordinator Matt Joshi. As the Thunder are now lining up for this.
Looks like sophomore Matt Werdenberger's lining up here, getting his first varsity minutes. Snap to Hornback, he'll drop, roll out left again. Is he gonna lay out another man? Looks like this defense is gonna be firmer this time. And he'll still get many yards there, almost getting the first down. Short, gets out of bounds at about the 28-yard line.
Great run for Hornback there. Pressure coming, and he just turns on the jets.
Absolutely, seeing Hornback at that speed is very impressive. Looks like Logan Puno, the backup running back, will come in here. Third and 2 here for the Thunder. 6 minutes and 40 seconds here to go in this ball game. The snap to Hornback. He'll run right. Looks like he might keep, and he will. He'll take it. He'll keep going. Gets tripped up. Would have definitely gotten close to the end zone there if he had not, or if he had broken that tackle. Instead, he'll be down at about the 20-yard line of Blue Valley North.
Thunder back in the red zone tonight. It's been a great night, running, passing on all ends of this offensive ball for them. And Noah Hornback, he's only a sophomore, and he's showing up very well in his first varsity minutes.
And John Hornback here, the sophomore backup quarterback, 1st and 10 here from just outside the red zone here at the 21-yard line. He'll take it, handoff to Pregame. He'll go. He will get a good block. Gets down to the 10, 5. He's going to be just short at the 3-yard line of Blue Valley North. That reverse end around looking play almost got them 6 points.
Almost in there. He held on to the ball this time, and he got close, down at the 4. The clock is still running here.
And at this point, when you're at the 4-yard line and 4 yards to go, you definitely want to see if you can get one of those 2nd or 3rd string guys a touchdown just for that experience. Bring out the lowest guys you have on your depth chart.
And back to what I was saying earlier, John Hornback, he's only a sophomore and showing up very well in this game. This team's quarterback future is in good hands.
I would not be surprised if Hornback got a keeper here in the end zone. It says Logan Puno is going to be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Another backup there trying to get into the end zone.
Very close there. Defense just broke through the line. Nothing really Puno could do better.
As Puhala is brought back in for Puno after that play. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 5.
Five more minutes left in this game here. 38-0, a dominating performance by the Thunder. And John Hornback has helped lead this team down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Takes the snap from the 5. It'll be another handoff to Puhala. And he will score. Touchdown, St. James Academy. Just pouring it on, keeping their foots on the gas. Brings this one to 44-0, pending the extra point.
And they have scored yet again. This St. James team running up the score, even with their second string guys in. And that is not a surprise to me. This team has been very good. They have made an amazing playoff run this year, led by mostly their defense coming up in these clutch games. But their offense today has really been pushing here, and pending the extra point,
Ben Johnson.
45-point lead.
Ben Johnson will be here on the extra point here. Kick is up. Kick is good by a mile. That one would have been good from about 40.
Oh yeah, great kick there from Johnson.
As this Thunder team will come off the field with smiles on their faces.
This has been an absolute incredible game for this team. I mean, 45 points. They have run up the score, I think 6 touchdowns tonight. And that's just been better than what we've shown all year.
And I think the only thing that could possibly happen more is a defensive touchdown here just for the trifecta. We've had offensive touchdowns, we've had special teams touchdowns, just have not had that defensive touchdown like Connor Scahan did just 2 weeks ago. Overall, still a 45-point lead as Ben Johnson will kick this one away. This kick is up. This one will be into the end zone, caught by Triban, will not be returned. That will be a touchback up to the 20-yard line.
Graham, I know we talked a little bit about their playoff run. I'm wondering to hear your thoughts on just this amazing run we've seen, knocking off some great teams.
Yeah, this team has just been so dominant. And the clock is still running, even though the touchback, we might be in a mercy rule formation here, just getting this game over with and sending everybody home. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea, pending the score.
Yeah. You can see some St. James fans still leaving. Nevertheless, the student section still looks full.
And we still see Triban running, fighting for yards despite the score. Definitely a valiant effort from him in the loss.
Yeah, he's had a great game tonight. Definitely carrying this 0-point offense with some amazing rushing yards, but just never able to break through here.
It's unfortunate that they will lose Frankie Triman next year because he is a senior. Anderson hands off. Gets the first down almost, and he will get it. That one moves the chains here. Clock's still running. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this ball game.
Man, oh man. This is,
and
I mean, we're just stunned here. And Graham, you have the score update.
And I'm just now getting word the Mill Valley Jaguars have intercepted the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints at the Mill Valley 16-yard line with just 9.5 minutes left in this game. Score remains 15-14 Aquinas.
Wow.
Definitely a huge break there for the Jags.
Yeah, they'll definitely put up some points there. That's going to be an amazing play for Mill Valley. They will definitely need that.
We will see. As junior Billy Burns comes in at the safety position. We see Evan Taylor at the corner. Will Pattison on the other side. Will Schuster at the left side corner.
I don't think there's any starters left for this Thunder team right now.
That will be caught by Wallace. As we see some more backups coming in for the Thunder. Puhala had a snap on defense there at linebacker. As we see number 87 come in, Trent Helmer at defensive end. Good to see the junior come in there.
Yeah.
I've talked to him a few times. I share a couple classes with him. I'm happy to see him get some varsity minutes.
Yeah, it's great to see these backups get some varsity playing time. I mean, it's got to be hard sitting on the bench, but when you get this varsity time, especially in a playoff game, no matter the score, it's always going to feel special.
And in the meantime, Anderson completes a 10 to 15-yard pass to Triban. Clock is still running here as we are just about 1.5 minutes from victory here at the Seaback College Boulevard Athletics Complex.
Time is running away. They will likely run this clock out to the end. We'll see if this defense can hold up this shutout. That would mean we have
off the Triban, missed tackle. Another missed tackle will eventually be brought down by number 31, Trey Patrick.
That would mean we have shut out this Blue Valley North team in both games if we can hold them off for another minute.
Although they are past the 40 of the St. James at about the 38, we're going to see what happens here. They might go for one last score just to prevent the shutout. And he will go for it all. Caught by number 10. That one will be into the end zone for a touchdown. The senior, Dylan Sarna, with the touchdown completion there. About a 35-yard touchdown there. Great ball from Anderson. That will put points on the board for Blue Valley North, preventing the shutout.
Yeah, I definitely spoke too soon there about the shutout. But, I mean, nevertheless, it's been a great game for the Thunder.
I think it's time for you to leave the booth.
Yeah. No, definitely. I'm just going to stop talking for the rest of the night here. But
definitely a more mental touchdown there rather than a one on the scoreboard. Yeah. As the extra point will be a bad snap. Wow, haven't seen that all night because they haven't had any extra points all night. It'll be recovered by the Mustangs either way.
And that will make the score 45-6, 52 seconds to go. Clock is stopped. And that'll likely be the end of the game here as the Thunder will probably take it back. And I'm guessing
2 timeouts there for the Mustangs. So I don't think victory formation is required just yet. Maybe one more possession here in the books.
Maybe less, 52 seconds on the clock.
Let's see how many new names I can call. We're going to count them this possession. As Blue Valley North will line up to kick off here. It looks like we're seeing all the starting guys on the kickoff team here. Bevitt, Jett, Wonder, Boydston, all the starting wide receivers and guys on the kickoff team.
See Brody Bruggerman on the far side.
Absolutely, just questionable but fun, either way. And we'll have Tujak back to return as Blue Valley North will kick this one away. Here we go. Like the last kickoff of the game, that bad bounce knelt down by Bruggerman there at the 19-yard line. All right, let's see. I'm not seeing anybody new yet. Hornback still at the quarterback.
Looks like they'll keep the varsity starters out there. And seems like they'll
I
get...
do see some new names. Number 58, Daniel Chmilarski, the sophomore, playing offensive line. Number 57, Jamison Manning, also a sophomore, playing offensive line. Sorry, offensive line for both those guys. I'm seeing number 77 come in, Chris McAllister, at the offensive line position.
Amazing. That is victory formation, it looks like, for the Thunder, as 20 seconds, and the Thunder
are gonna come out with a win against the Blue Valley North Mustangs. This one is over. Final score, 45-6. Sal, what were your key plays to the game?
Honestly, it's just the Thunder offense just absolutely dominated tonight. Like every possession, there were 2 possessions we did not score on. We kept that ball, we got downfield, and we got those points. Definitely Tyson Beshore had an amazing game, as well as John Tujak. A couple touchdowns for him. Beshore, amazing passing plays all night. And, I mean, Sam Neeson getting a touchdown as well. The defense, they set the tone of this game early. Shut them out, 3 out, got the punt return back. We went down the field and scored, and then they shut them out.
Absolutely. And I'd like to thank all my colleagues here in the booth at the Thunder Broadcasting Network. I'm Graham Warner alongside Sal Valera and company. Have a great night, Thunder fans, and we will see you next week pending the game of Mill Valley and Aquinas, as I will pull up a final score update for you here before we leave. And with 6 minutes and 59 seconds remaining, the Jags recover a fumbled punt within St. Thomas Aquinas territory. And we will see what happens here at the end of the game. 7 minutes to go, still 15-14 Aquinas. Good night, Thunder fans. Thank you for watching. God bless.